for 30 years, built up a comfortable living for him. His 401k was huge. And they said, oh, don't worry about it, it's wiped out. He can just get Social Security. And to me, that apathetic response drove me. I said, I'm out of here. Because I don't know when I'm gonna be next. I don't know when I'm gonna show up to the gate and my swipe card don't work. I said, I gotta hatch my plan to get up out of here. Fill in the blank. Get up out of here. And I waged my entrepreneurial skills, started flipping real estate, started getting my money on. So one year they told us, okay, we're making some changes and you gotta do X, Y, Z. And you know, they talk about having the FU money. I had mine ready. I said, oh, you think I'm doing that? Because they had, this was the time when you're not quitting jobs. This is a stable job. I was making like $85,000 a year, young guys, good. And I'm like, okay, you really think I'm doing that? Because they wanted us to, at that point, they were laying off so many people. They wanted the engineer. I was a network engineer, dealing with the fiber optic stuff. Huge networks, and they wanted us to start going into people's homes, going into their crawl space and their basements, dealing with their phone lines. I'm like, what are we talking about? We don't do that. We had to get rid of a lot of the linemen, so we need you to do that. I said, I ain't doing that. I said, y'all may dispatch me out to one of my properties. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm gonna show up to my tenant's house talking about, yeah, I gotta go in the crawl space and just. I said, nah, I ain't doing that. I thought about it, it was around Christmas time. I said, I ain't doing that. You ain't got no choice. They laughing because they figure everyone's trying to hold on to their job. But what they didn't know, I was flipping that property, dealing with my own self-control and discipline financially. I was really digging my heels in to change and have those paradigm shifts to make sure that I'm in a position where people don't control me. And you know what I tell people now? You gotta let your master fund your freedom. And that's what I decided to do. Use their money to buy my freedom. When that time came, I said, I ain't doing that. I said, yeah, you're gonna have to do it. My coworkers were laughing, like, what are you gonna do? I said, okay, watch what I'm gonna do. Came back after lunch, and I resigned. Just like that. I went home. My wife at the time, who's not my wife anymore, not for those reasons. But I said, because she was in school full time, I was the breadwinner. I said, I resigned. You what? I said, don't worry, we're gonna figure this thing out. You know how men we do, we gotta act confident. But I was scared. Because now I'm out as a full-time entrepreneur. And if you don't know that feeling, you know that first feeling, you're in the dark. No one's telling you what to do, where to be, when the money's coming. Everything. You're in the dark, and I'm in the dark. But I'm acting, I'm smiling, eating breakfast. Yeah, it's all good, but I'm nervous. You're gonna stumble. But we are built with a certain degree of common sense. We know what we should be doing. Like on a daily basis, we know what's right and wrong. We know what we should eat. We know where we should go. We know we should spend. We know. But a lot of times we let our emotions steer us and we do what feels comfortable. Hence, we become the black community. That's our entire culture of how we live. We do what's comfortable. Brother Bedford said it. Look around the room, it should be a packed room. You're talking about building businesses, building legacies. We're talking about Denmark, VC, Nat Turner. We're talking about revolutionaries. But now here, why? Oh, that's too tough. But if we throw Lil Wayne on stage, oh, that's easy. You see what I'm saying? It's tough, and many of us are not willing or have the guts to make those types of decisions. Now, someone in my position back then would have held on to that job as long as they could. Because you don't want the neighbors to see you downgrading. And I had to downgrade. I had a M5 BMW and Benz and all this stuff pulling up. But I was living check to check with my $85,000. And I said, wait a minute. Now I'm gonna have to downgrade. You know what I did? I started driving a minivan. And a Nissan Sentra. Neighbors are looking at me. Did the neighbors move? I got the windows all tinted. I'm going in the garage, shutting it behind me, not letting them see what it is. I'm like, man, I still gotta cut the yard though. They're gonna see me moving along. They're gonna still know it's me. But then after a while, my confidence started to build. I said, wait a minute, it doesn't matter what's in my yard, it matters what's in my bank account. And I started thinking differently. I said, that peer pressure thing, that cultural thing, keeping it real, that's for the birds. Because there's one thing I'm going to tell you, the frugal controls the frivolous. Those of you that do right by your money, you control those who don't. You're going to employ them, you're going to sell to them, and you're going to lend to them. They borrow, you lend. That's what's going to happen. The frugal controls the frivolous. But the problem is, we're not bold enough to be frugal. So I had to learn a whole lot of things before I could really understand how to be an entrepreneur. Hence, fast forward a little bit more, my story, shopping in a Korean-owned beauty supply store. Dude grabbed a golf club because he didn't like me shopping too long. I was about to buy thousands of dollars worth of stuff for my salon and barbershop. I'm not a cosmetologist, I don't really know products. I was just a business person. I owned the shop. I said, my stylists are leaving the shop too much, I'm gonna buy stuff so they can have it in the shop. It was a very innocent, naive, superficial decision that day. And that guy changed everything for many of the black people I've impacted in that business. Because he grabbed a golf club and didn't trust me. He didn't trust the wrong person. Well, he didn't trust the right person. Because I left, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna take down this industry. Now, 3% of us own black-owned beauty supplies in this industry. 96% of the money comes from our pocket. Only 3% of it is owned by black businesses, by black-owned businesses. We have opened 25% of that 3% and counting. I didn't take it laying down. Again, it takes confidence. I didn't know anything about the industry. I just opened up. I just figured, well, I got the money because of the stuff I did. I quit the job, I got the money. This is invest. I'm gonna hire some people. Black people don't act right. Try to hire them, they don't want to work. They don't want to be there. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm learning how to be an employer now. Like, oh man, okay, this is a real struggle. I have to figure this thing out and learn the dynamics of really getting people in and getting them to understand and behave themselves. Because they would behave poorly working for you, but behave professionally working for Marriott. It's not that they don't have the skills, it's just who they feel they want to be at their best for. And they don't realize that you're not really just doing this for me. We're building, it's a legacy, we're growing, we're expanding. Again, I spoke about it earlier, the black sophisticates, they're the problem. They don't take their skills, they don't take their college degrees and go into the community and work for black-owned businesses. They want to go work for corporations and government. That's me too. I got degrees, and that's what I was doing. I'm actually a college dropout. I dropped out getting my PhD. I got 3 classes left for my PhD. I should have had it in 2011. I quit. Now people ask me, I'm crazy. They're looking at me like I'm crazy, right? I had 3 classes. I quit. You know why I quit? Because I got tired of them in a doctoral level program telling me, man, you shouldn't wait till you graduate, like egging us on. When you graduate, you're gonna become you're gonna have the ear of the CEO. Basically, that's what they say. The CEO is gonna defer to you, man. Once you got your doctorate, and I'm sitting up in the classroom like, you're training me to have the ear of the CEO? Well, I need the degree that the CEO has. You should be training us at a doctoral level, terminal degree, teaching us how to build nations, evolve economies, and be CEOs. Top level stuff. Not still be a worker. That doesn't make sense. So when I quit, everyone thought I was crazy. I said, nah, I can't. But that's just me, the radical, right? I can't keep putting my energy into something. Maybe I'm just emotional. Maybe I need therapy. I can't keep putting my energy into something that does not have our best interests or have my best interests. I can't keep doing it. 3 classes shy, I stopped, and I walked away. I spent a lot of money getting those degrees. I walked away. Difficult decisions, again, is what I'm trying to give you my track record. I'm not sitting up here and someone waved the magic wand, cut me some big check. I didn't win the lotto and went out and just started a campaign saying, oh, we should do this. Every single day I'm in my businesses, I employ people of our community. I enjoy bringing black people in to work and help me build. enjoy that. And they know I have the best interest of our community. I have strong language. I say this stuff about black people all the time. I had a Hispanic person come to work, apply in the interview, and during the interview, I said, listen, you sure you're gonna be comfortable working for us? Because I say some strong stuff for black people. I advocate for black business, unapologetically. Difficult roads. She said, oh, no, I'm good. Difficult roads is what I take. So what I'm trying to tell you is, we don't have that culture of taking the tough road. I think we become fearful of the repercussions. And we have to get away from that, because the tough road is only for the first ones that step out there. It's just for the first ones. We're not getting fire hosed anymore. I mean, we still got issues. Don't get me wrong. We get treated harshly, but our ancestors, the ones before us, took the brunt of the stuff that we don't have to take. And you have to be willing to step out there for your children, your grandchildren, your children's children. And let's not just be talking about it. Let's not just be saying, oh, we should and we need to, and the kids today are crazy. And you know who the kids today crazy, who their parents are? Us. We their parents. So if they crazy, we crazy. We raised crazy. Let me get off my soapbox. But I just want to highlight so you can understand who's standing in front of you. This is what I do every day. I'm not moonlighting. This is what we do every day, Monday through Sunday. I'm in the trench, building my own businesses, teaching people how to do the same thing, and helping people understand how to make that difficult transition. That difficult transition. So let's talk a little bit more. All right, so the movie, of course, we skipped through that, right? All right, so statistic, Aaron, we can't really see that. Can y'all see that? If y'all can see it, read it for me, because I don't know if I can see it. I don't want to say the wrong thing.